Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. And I think it's more meant to me than to you guys. So yes, I think I owe you a little bit of an explanation. If you want to just go to the reaction, I'm gonna put time skip so you can skip to that place and you can just enjoy the reaction. But if you want to hear a little bit of an explanation, just stay with me for a few more minutes. Okay. One of my last videos that I published, I post something. Tragically, some of my family members, one of my family members actually, just recently passed away. Thanks to this horrible pandemic that we still have. So yes, that is the reason behind my lack of updates. Honestly, I didn't feel like recording, I didn't feel like editing. Actually, the next video that you're going to watch, the next reaction you're going to watch, is an old reaction. I think I recorded it before the tragedy happened, so that is why. So yes, I honestly didn't feel like doing anything, and I feel like trash, like utter trash. So that is why I am recording this right now, to give you a little bit of an explanation as to why I didn't record, in case you are curious. But I think I finally get over that. It wasn't easy, and honestly, the first month after that tragedy, I was honestly without, I didn't want to do anything, and unfortunately I think that was the month in which I returned to work in the office. So it was a combination that I really was in a terrible mood. I was scared because yeah, they make us go back to work. We were vaccinated. I need to clarify that it's not that they just sent us without vaccines. I was vaccinated along the rest of the people that work alongside with me. But still, you have to understand, after that, all the terrible things that happened, I was honestly pissed off. I was scared. I was sad. I was a lot of emotions inside of me. So that is why. And I think I needed those December vacation, those Christmas vacation, that they helped me out. And yes, it took me a little bit while after the vacation was over for me to return to record. I know that. But still, I wanted to do this. I needed to do this. This is something that I really enjoyed. And I saw a comment a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, I'm going to place it right here, that really make me say, okay, yes, you're right, people are waiting for me. And even if it's just one person, even if it's just the person that wrote this comment, I think that's enough. And I think this is something I needed to entertain my mind, to keep me away from those terrible thoughts. And I think I now have enough, I don't know, I don't want to say courage, because this is not something that is, at least I don't consider it bravery. Enough motivation, I think, is the right word for me to return to record and to return to edit my videos. Actually, by this moment, I almost finished editing the videos that you're going to see in this week. I'm just adding this portion of the video later on, but that is not going to be that hard. But yes, I wanted to for you to let you know that, for you to know all of that, so you will understand better. Again, if you want to skip this, I already placed a time skip at the beginning of this rant, so you will just go directly. If you don't care about that, if you're just interested in watching my reaction, go ahead. That's the point. But if you notice something else, obviously, that there are a few changes here in my, well, not personality, in my appearance. I have new glasses because yeah, the other ones were kind of broken already. So yes, my hair is longer because yes, I haven't go to the barber shop and tried to cut it. It's very long. And yes, I just recently watched my videos behind, well, the videos I just recently edit, and yeah, it's very long. And I have a new chair, so yeah, that's fine. But yeah, the format is going to be the same, the presentation and all of that. But I'm just cut it right here and return to the video that I already record. And I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I hope you are satisfied with the explanation given. If not, just let me know in the comments. But anyway, enough about all of this, enough about this. Return to the original and the entertaining video, shall we? Hello, and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer episode 25. Yes, we are so close to the last episode of the series, and I don't think it's going to be a spectacular one. I don't think the finale of this, hopefully first season, is going to be very spectacular from what we saw in the last episode. Let's remember that in the last episode we got mostly comedy from Zenitsu and the refusal to drink medicine, and then the torture that was through Tanjiro and Inosuke, but of course for him it was paradise. And yeah, all that silly stuff that we just watched last week. So yes, it's interesting to see inside the mind of Zenitsu and what he considered paradise. But each his own, I guess, to each his own. But anyway, yes, I don't think that the series is going to that spectacular season finale. Perhaps the movie is going to be our season finale, our true season finale, because again, what I'm hearing is that the movie is actually connected to the series, it's made of the series. It's not like what happened with Dragon Ball Z and the movies that are completely disconnected, are alternative universe for the series, or what happened with My Hero Academia 2, in which they kind of involve the movies, but not that deeply, and it's different. It's kind of weird, but I guess in the case of Kimetsu no Yaiba, they are really committed to see that, to see that moment, to see that place. But anyway, yes. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know what to think about it. I want to see the movie. That is something that is certain, that I want to see the movie and I cannot wait to see it. But obviously first I need to finish the first season. Hopefully it's just the first season and we'll get to see a second season and perhaps a third. I don't know how much story is left. So that is why I don't know if it's going to be in 2 seasons or in 3 seasons and a movie or 2 movies. I don't know, but I'm eager to see what is going to happen with Kimetsu no Yaiba, because I know for a fact that the manga is over. It's already done. The story is over, so I want to see what is going to happen. And yes, I have not been reading the manga. I just bought it because I'm a collector, man. I enjoy having mangas. I have been buying it, but I haven't opened it. So I want to finish the series, but obviously I don't want to read the entirety of the manga. But anyway, yes, enough about blabbling about all of this. Let's cut the presentation short. And obviously before going to the episode, let me just quickly remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and the notifications. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. If obviously you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below, alongside with the link for the reaction, because we know YouTube doesn't like reactions, and a link for my Patreon in case you want to see the full uncut reaction of this episode and many, many more. Anyway, enough about all of this. Let's cut the presentation short and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 25th episodes of the series. And yeah, again, the majority of this episode was a funny side. Again, the training, not major danger. Actually, there was no danger during the entirety of the episode, at least for the protagonist, until the last few seconds of the episode. And obviously not for the protagonist, because they are far away from that train, or I suppose they are far away from the train. I guess the flame Hashira is the one that is inside that train. So yes, it's It's an interesting episode because, again, what I'm fearing is that a cliffhanger is coming and a cliffhanger in a season finale, which is the worst. Because, yeah, when there's a cliffhanger in an episode or between episodes, you're okay, next week I'm going to watch it or something along those lines, or a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. It's not that hard. But when it's a season finale cliffhanger, those are the worst because you don't know how long it's going to take to reach the new season. Perhaps a year? A year of a cliffhanger, man. That is an awful thing to, well, do. But I don't know. I don't know if perhaps I'm just speaking out of my ass and actually the show is not going to end in a cliffhanger, but it's something else. So, yes, let's concentrate on this episode. Yes, we got a lot more success for Tanjiro. The guards were destroyed with the exception of the giant one. Tanjiro was able to catch up with I don't know if it's Kanai or Kanao, because I think last translation was written as Kanae, and in this one is translated as Kanao. So, and I think it's Kanao. So sorry if I mispronounced her name because I really thought that it was Kanae, but no, it's Kanao. Perhaps I just call her Tsuyuri, and that will be a lot easier. But anyway, yes, he was able to catch up with her, he was able to withstand the reflexes and the game and all of that, so the train was a success, and obviously, thanks to Lady Kocho, the other two were able to kind of train. I don't know if they are on the same level as Tanjiro or a little bit below, but at least they are stronger now. So yes, it's fine on that side. Another funny side is obviously when the swords were received. First, Haganesuka, the one to forge the sword of Tanjiro, was a little bit peeved with him because the sword was kind of cut in half. Well, just a tiny bit. I mean, not that much. It was I say, oh Tanjiro, you should do better next time. Oh, you silly boy, just do next time, do better next time. Yeah, just like that, along those lines, something silly with those lines. My god, that was a furious man. Good thing that Tanjiro trained to avoid all those attacks, man. Because, oh boy, even if we had a vision of that in the last episode, this was still, I thought it was an exaggeration. No, Tanjiro knew what was coming. But obviously, the other one that was making or forging the swords for Inosuke was okay, yeah, he's a little bit over the top, but he's unique in all of that. But in the moment Inosuke started to destroy his own swords, he lost it too. Honestly, with a good reason. I mean, come on, those swords are gorgeous, and you are just destroying them. I know you like that. But come on, man. Come on. At least hold yourself until they are gone so you can do whatever you want with your swords. But no, just in the moment he received them, bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Obviously, Inosuke didn't have the original swords, were not forged for him. He stole the sword for some other swordman. But yeah, it's funny, that side. Again, a lot of funny sides on this episode. But we got a couple of serious moments. The first one was with Kanao. We got a little bit of a backstory that she comes from a very poor family. And I mean dirt poor. That her own parents sold her out. And yes, you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about those type of people that have children and just abandon them, and instead, because yes, your obligation as a parent is to protect your children. You are there to protect them, you are there to love them, you are there to discipline her, yes, but to a certain degree, not to a reaching point in which you hit them or something like that. I mean, you should never overprotect them. There is always a middle point in which that is the ideal point. But these pieces of shit, and I'm glad they don't even get a fucking name or even a fucking face, deserve the worst, because yeah, they have children, they don't know how to take care of them, they beat them up, and what I assume are other children that died, and they just beat poor Kanao, but she didn't have a name back then, and she snapped, and in a moment, and this helps me understand why Kanao is the way she is, that she snapped and she no longer feels anything. Hopefully that is going to change with time, a little bit recovery, because now she has somebody that loves her, in the case of Lady Kocho and, well, the sister before. But yeah, you start to understand her behavior, and you start to understand the flipping of the coin, that okay, she's deciding something because thanks to the shitty parents that she had before, she can no longer be able to decide for herself. So this is a coping mechanism that helps her out with that. And if the implication of what I saw in the flashback are to be understood correctly, because they were talking about a boy that you liked, and then she flipped a coin, and then she watched Tanjiro. I don't know if the implication is there. Perhaps it is. I don't know how should I feel. Again, you know me, you know I am a shipper, you know I enjoy this. But with this is too sudden. I don't know how to feel about it. Perhaps if this is developed in the future, I might like it. For aesthetic reasons, sure, I like it for aesthetic reasons, but other than that, obviously, there is nothing deep there. Perhaps, again, if this is developed in the future, that might be interesting, but I don't know what is going to happen. But anyway, yes, that was one of the serious moments in which they shed light into Kanao's situation. The other one is that I like the development of Zenitsu, that now she's taking the medicine, she's trying to make an effort, and obviously the late push that he received with Lady Kocho, alongside with the push of Inosuke. She knew what buttons to push to make them work hard for their goal. So I commend her. It's amazing, and she achieved her goal. So I really like those little moments that, yes, you're using the silly parts of the episode to make the growth of the characters feel kind of natural. And this is something I enjoy. It's something I really, really like. Again, Tanjiro has been that hardworking, and Tanjiro's episode was last one, in which he has improved, and now this is the result of the training of the last episode. The other two are kind of training right now, and I guess we're going to see the result of said training in the next episode. Hopefully we're going to see that, because I don't know where this season is going to be over. I don't know in which moment they are going to stop. Anyway, moving on. The other serious moment is obviously the conversation between Lady Kocho and Tanjiro, in which we get to see Tanjiro trying to understand what he did back then against the spider demon. The fire breathing, and we understand that is different from flame breathing, and they are very specific into that one. The ones that have control over said breathing, they are very specific, that they should never be confused, that one is one thing and the other is another completely different thing. And I want to know why is that. Hopefully we're going to see that, because I fell for Rengoku. Why I said this? From what we saw, and this is something I forgot to mention in my last episode, is that by the way the episode started, and by the way, oh yes, everything is going to be fine with you, Rengoku. If you're there, everything is going to be fine. Those are usually words that are followed by a tragic death. So I'm fearing for this Rengoku character. And I don't know if Tanjiro, especially because now we have a connection with the main character, that there is something that is needed of Rengoku to the main character, so there is a possibility that he is going to be coming short of that knowledge. And Tanjiro is not going to be able to understand the difference between fire breathing and flame breathing. So that is why I'm afraid of the character. First, in the last episode, I thought because of all the dialogue that we saw at the beginning. But in this one, if we connected with the last one, This is what I'm fearing. I'm fearing for this character Rengoku. Hopefully, I'm wrong, because I kind of like the guy. He's flamboyant, he's very energetic. And I like him. He didn't mistreat that badly Nezuko, not like the other one. So, hopefully everything is going to be fine. Hopefully. Oh boy. Anyway, I think I exhausted the topic of this one. I hope you enjoy it, and let me just quickly remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, the episode, or the commentary in general. Remember that in the description you have a link for my Twitter if you want to follow me is there, a link for the reaction because YouTube doesn't like reactions, and a link for my Patreon in case you want to see the full uncut reaction of this episode and many more. Anyway, I think that's it. I hope you enjoy it, and I have nothing else to say but thank you for your attention, and well, see you on the next one. Bye.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.